The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 23. NASDAQ is off 1. S&Ps are up a buck. Gold contract down $18.60 at $12.30. We have silver down 22 cents, $16.32. Oil down $1.25 at 46.56. They've been whacking oil, whacking gold, whacking silver. Bottom line, bing, bing, bing.
For sure.
Bonds, 10-year note, down 12 ticks, 125.05. The 30-year bond off 1.150, King dollar down 187 ticks, 98.895. The euro's trading at 109 to the U.S. dollar. Yen is at 112.74 to the U.S. dollar. We have jobs numbers tomorrow. We got
had some earnings last night, right? We got natural gas inventories today, oil inventories yesterday. Oil's having some action. Gold, we'll see what happens. And France, of course, this weekend.
France this weekend. You had Facebook come out with numbers last night. Facebook gap slightly lower today. It's down to $2. Tesla is getting hit. The Miracle is down $13, which. For Tesla, that it seems like it doesn't matter what happens to Tesla. It likes to keep going up.
True enough, man. True enough.
It's pretty wild. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see the TD Ameritrade banner right at the very top. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money until you open the account. Amazing platform. I've been using it forever. Kevin and Scott have a great show. Every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. If you happen to be driving down the West Coast, Portland right now in your car, I know it's early in the morning. It's 7:30 in the morning.
It's trading time. They're up, man.
It's trading time. Remember that at noontime, 9 o'clock your time, just jump right on your cell phone. You get TFNN.com. Get a great show. You want to understand options upside down. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How we doing?
Well, we're doing good, man. I mean, what are we going to do now? Like all the NDX 100 stocks, they're already out. We know what the news is now. What's next?
I think people are starting to come to some decisions on have some of these stocks run too far.
Yeah.
Right? I really started. You're starting to see a couple fund managers come out and say they're lightening their positions. You have one guy come out this morning, one fund manager saying that he's calling for a correction, so he's selling Apple, Google, Facebook. He's getting out of his long positions in those. So I think this market is digesting a lot of information. Big payroll number coming out tomorrow, obviously. I think that's always the biggest data point of the month, frankly, is non-farm payrolls and unemployment. So you're seeing some good action out of bonds, though. 10-year yield, 2.36.
No.
That's a big move in yields.
It is. And, there's no doubt that bond, I mean, fundamentally, man, they're saying that, hey, listen, we're going to keep going up. We'll see how that shakes out.
Got to go up sometime, man. And if the market, are we waiting for 30,000 Dow to start creeping up in rates?
Well,
right?
and that's right. And when those numbers, when the payroll number came out this morning with the production number, the per hour has gone up pretty tremendously because of the fact that production went down also.
Okay.
It was both numbers, and of course the Fed will look at that and say, okay, hold it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We get things happening here.
Tom, are you talking about productivity and cost number that came out?
Yes.
Right. Yeah, they were looking for a flat on that side, and it came out down 0.6.
Yeah.
On the productivity and labor costs up 3%. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Costs up, productivity down. That's not what they're looking for.
And that's kind of inflationary. Well, the product number is not good, but if labor starts going up pretty quickly, that's when it comes in.
That's that precursor. Well, how many months, Tom, have we been talking about a tight labor market? You got another day of Unemployment, first-time filers for unemployment, another good low number. So the labor market's getting tighter. Eventually, a tight labor market's got to start showing up in wages.
Yeah.
And that may be what you're seeing, and that'll bring inflation. That's explaining really why these bonds are soft and the 10-year yield's up.
Right. No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. Hey, Kevin, what's interesting is that, and folks, when I was looking at Facebook yesterday, right, because Goldman owns so much Facebook, folks, they have to basically say when they're buying more. And they bought 2 million shares the day before yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was like I said.
Did you say BlackRock?
No,
Okay,
Goldman.
Goldman.
Goldman did.
Because BlackRock did too, it looks like.
Yeah, oh, they did too. Yeah, well, now BlackRock might be inside the ETF structures. Do you know what I mean? Because
okay.
but Goldman, that's like, okay, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
That. Oh, there it is.
Facebook is a behemoth.
Yeah, it is. There it is right down there.
I think that Facebook is something that really may be reinventing the way we view information.
Oh, there's no doubt, man.
They're reinventing a lot, right?
Yeah.
Not just that. I mean,
I agree with that. So we may really have to wrap our minds around Facebook as a whole new way to view advertising and to communicate with people.
And whatever else, Facebook reminds me of when Microsoft first started, right? They put so many people out of business because you could have a good idea, and then all it took Gates was like a year and a half, and say, oh, I can do that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Whether it's the Lotus 1-2-T product, the Word product, it's like pretty intense.
Sure.
Man. Folks, right here, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Kevin, have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show.
Always a pleasure, guys. Have a great day.
Thank you. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are down 13. Nasdaq is up 1. S&Ps are up 2. We have gold down 18. You get silver off 22. Platinum's flat, but platinum got killed yesterday. Platinum's trading $8.98. Oil and gasoline, man, it's going to be inexpensive this summer. No doubt about it.
That's what today's saying, that's for sure.
That's what today's saying.
Just a teaser. People can still sign up for Andy Hecht, of course, but just one thing he was mentioning last night, where you have the huge IPO with, was it Ramco?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And there's definitely going to be some incentive for them to keep that price of oil up.
Oh,
who knows if they can,
oh,
but that's
it is.
one thing to consider, man.
Yeah.
If oil starts cascading, that is just, they're doing an IPO, which is all based on the price of oil, basically,
Right.
and it might be, $1 trillion valuation. Now, they're going to sell off 5% of the company, so they're not raising $1 trillion.
Right.
They're valuating 100% of it at $1 trillion, but still amazing. So, something to keep in mind. I just had a great workshop last night. Something to keep in mind for sure, because, man, that's an incentive to keep the price of oil up.
And that's an incentive also. What happens is just not for Saudi Arabia. It's an incentive for all the banks, because they have many banks involved. Like, I'm going to give you some, I'm going to give you some, I'm going to give you some.
When you look at the grand scheme of the intense, pressure to keep just the price of oil up just long enough for them to sell off part of their company.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what else do we have going on, man? What's up this weekend?
We got some
weekend action.
We got action
we're not
this
working
weekend.
on the weekend, are we? I guess so, man. It's a big weekend.
We're working this weekend.
Okay.
So, folks,
let's break it down. What do we got going on, man?
Sunday night, I'm going to be two different webinars, right?
Yes.
Sunday night.
This Sunday.
This Sunday night.
4 days away.
Right. Because the bottom line is that we have the vote in France. What that's going to move, my take is what's going to move the euro, use the dollar, and move metals for sure.
I don't think that's your take. That's everyone's take, right?
Right.
Which way it's going to move it is the real.
That's right,
for sure.
That's right. So we'll have the futures open at 6 o'clock, folks. Okay. I'm going to do a webinar for my subscribers.
Market Insights, you got it.
And you can be a subscriber right now. You can test drive it, 30 days.
Yep, so this is a sign up. They're signing up for a month. It's $169, okay? So they'll get Sunday night's webinar, 5:45. You're going to be in there for about 15 minutes before the futures open.
Right.
Because we'll know where the election is at that point.
Yes.
That's going to be about midnight Sunday. They vote Sunday,
Right.
so imagine like our elections, we pretty much know by midnight,
Right.
where it is. Everything will be decided. The futures will open at 6 o'clock. You'll be in there at 5:45 p.m. until 7, breaking down just kind of what's moving. And there should be some action on Sunday night, like you're saying. Just what kind of action is the only question.
That's right. And then what to do about it.
Right.
And then the following Saturday,
Yes.
at 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to do an additional one.
Yeah, because that should be a big week next week. The market's going to be digesting whether the EU is still in existence come Monday morning,
Right.
or it's about to get dismantled.
And then, bottom line is that the earnings are just about over. We're coming into the summer.
Yeah.
And we know inside the marketplace there's always something else in the agenda. Something is coming
At least
up.
recently, man.
But what does happen, and there's no doubt, is that, as we come into the summer, there'll be somewhat of a lull. Well, there may be. We'll find out. But bottom line,
I don't like using certainties. There will be a lull right now. No, I can. But you know what I'm saying, where at any time, man, things could ramp up in terms of volatility. But Sunday night, we should see some action regardless. So.
Right. So if you'd like to come to the webinar, folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN, sign up for Market Insights. You're going to get a great newsletter for a month.
Yeah, and the other thing is you get a copy of your book. We'll send it out if anyone's a new subscriber. Now, if anyone's listening who's already a Market Insights subscriber, they don't have a copy of the book, just give us a call. Send me an email, tommy@tfnn.com. We'll get you hooked up. We'll send out a book. But yeah, it's a great deal, man. You get the newsletter for a month. You get 2 webinars this weekend, next weekend. Those will, of course, be archived. But, man, I encourage people to get in there on the live webinar because that's going to be a fun webinar Sunday night.
Right.
I'm going to be in the office making sure things are going well, but I'm looking forward to looking at those charts, man. I would have been looking at those charts at home either way.
That's the reality.
It is.
There's many of us that would.
If you're around at 6 o'clock, that's why aren't you, if you're a trader, checking out what's going on? Because there will be implications. And, realistically, there should be implications on our futures just indices. There should be implications definitely on the currencies.
Right. The futures are going to be moving.
They should. Right.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
So get in there, and if you're a new subscriber as well, it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. For any reason you're not satisfied, give us a call. And if the newsletter, the 2 webinars, and the book don't meet what you're expecting, give us a call. We'll give you your money back. So what do you have for risk? Perfect, man. Thanks for doing that webinar too. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too, man.
All right.
No,
it's not like a manufactured event, right? This is something that's real. I mean, in terms of people will be excited to see what's going on Sunday night, for sure.
And how the market reacts. I mean, because I want to.
Because Macron is supposed to win handily. That's the expectation.
Right.
And as we know, the polls are always right. So, no. That's the lingering thought in everyone's mind that we'll see what happens, and we'll see the spread of victory too. It's not just about victory. If he's supposed to win by a dramatic fashion, he just squeaks it out or something like that. Right. There's a lot to be determined, and then just to see how the markets over in France react, the markets in Europe react, right? The currencies for sure.
Because if we take a look at the euro right now, this is what's going to be wild, folks. I mean, we have one more day in the trading week here. It's just hanging, just right at the highs.
Yes.
It busted topside on the 24th. It got over the consolidation of, 108. If in fact the election comes like it
is expected.
Yeah, it looks like the euro could go to 111.
Okay.
And that would be a crazy move. That would be like insane but on the other side of that, what does happen is that the dollar index right now, has failed again. This is, it's just that you just can flip that euro chart upside down.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And what hasn't cooperated, meaning inside the dollar index, is the yen. Now, what you had is that I believe Japan was closed last night too. They've been on holiday. I think they opened tonight. Let me just see this here for a second. What day is this? That's the 2nd. So they were just closed yesterday. Okay, so...
And probably today, maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah. Because there should be a 4th. They're ahead of us. There should be a 4th on there as well. Today's May 4th in the U.S. There should be a May 4th on
Yeah, so they've been
chart.
closed for 2 days.
Yeah.
What I don't know is that if they're closed one more day. We'll find that out. I'll Google that in the break. But bottom line is that that gets intriguing because the correlation in between the yen, the Nikkei, and the metals market is absolutely huge.
So just jumping over again to make sure when people are logging in here, because we know we just did a great Tiger Dollar sale. They have their Tiger Dollars. So sometimes people get confused if they don't. If they've never used them before, they just go fill out the order form thinking that process there's Tiger Dollars. It's not exactly. So you log into the members page using your login. We're logged in already. Welcome to your members page, okay? You just scroll down. Now, I have everything, of course. I like to check out everybody's great newsletters. Click here to use your Tiger Dollars, okay? And then, boom, right here, Market Insights Webinar Special. You'll be able to click. I have it, so it just says extend, but you'll be able to right there. That's easy. So if you're using your Tiger Dollars, you want to sign up for that special, log in, click Use Your Tiger Dollars, and right here, you'll see Get It Now, and you'll have to fill out the form, put your credit card in, but you just enter the $169 you want to use. And again, that comes with a money-back guarantee, same deal. If you don't like it, we'll process back those Tiger Dollars. You'll get those webinars. You'll keep the book. See what happens, man. Sunday evening.
Sunday night.
Sunday action. It's not
right.
NFL season yet, so get in there before I have that.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks, in natural gas.
We got so much going on, of course. Today's Thursday. EIA numbers, natural gas inventory. We'll break them down as they come out. We haven't seen them pop across the news yet, but we were trading at about 322 prior to those numbers, 10:30, and looks like maybe there might be more natural gas supply than the market anticipated, as the price has dropped to about 319 in a quick instant, and it's continuing to decline. We'll see where it breaks out. Yeah, so stockpiles rose 67 billion cubic feet last week. Let's see if we can get a median estimate.
They were looking for 63.
There you go. So, yeah. Barely above. 4 billion more. Nothing too substantial, but the market's saying prices are going down, that's for sure. Let's see where it shakes out.
Yeah, spring and summer's coming, right? No, spring's here. Summer's coming.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
You definitely need less natural gas. Well, you need less natural gas unless you get a wicked hot streak, and then the bottom line.
Wicked hot streak.
Yeah, then they need something. Yeah, let's go over and take a look at what's pretty wild out here today. And Larry was talking about this. The cattle market. This is the third day the cattle is limit up.
Yeah, I heard him as well.
This is pretty intense. So
see if we can go to that. What was he saying? Like 13, 20 days, something like that in the past.
It's silver, I know. Yeah. So look at this.
Man.
Yeah, that's
steak prices going up or what?
I
Hamburgers,
guess,
same deal. Everyone's grilling all at once.
$1.34 we hit a pound out here today. What's that? 8 trading days ago it was $1.14.
Yeah, you're talking about 20-cent rise on $1.14. That's about a 15% rise.
Yeah,
pretty substantial.
Pretty amazing, I know. Lean hogs are up too. Lean hogs are. And now this whole thing started, well, here, let's go look over here, because what happened, wheat went limit up, and this was they had that snowstorm in the Midwest.
Okay.
But it looks like cattle's been moving for a while, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Let me just go look at wheat and see when wheat.
Sure.
Because I believe was it just, I don't know if it was this Monday or last Monday that wheat went limit up. So it was the winter wheat that got hit. Yeah, that's only that was only.
I think that's this Monday.
Right there. Yeah.
Monday.
So that was Monday. Wheat went from 438 to 457 a bushel.
Yeah, and we're back to 448 though.
Yeah,
which is,
right.
you know.
It was a one-day event.
Yeah.
Not in cattle, though. Not in cattle.
Man, I like some good summer steak and burgers. I have to be paying up.
Yeah, that's. It's going to be interesting to see how it works its way through the food chain. Meaning, you know, to get to us, is it that quick? You know what I mean? A couple weeks.
Sure. Yes.
Now we're just looking at something else here too. This is pretty wild, folks. That the VIX is so depressed that the CBOE are bringing in on new strike prices.
Hey, the landscape has changed, man.
Yeah.
You know, we need puts and calls
We
at
need
the
lower prices.
$9.50 level, because guess what? When the VIX is hanging out between 10 and 11, basically, it's spot now. You know, where is it? Is it closer to 10 or is it close to 11?
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty remarkable. So the VIX is really low, so low that exchanges don't even list options on it going any lower. And that's kind of once it's at that 10 level, right? I mean, intuitively, just because you watch it, it doesn't go below 10 almost ever, it seems like, but we just keep approaching that level. At least not this week. CBOE just added puts and calls with an exercise level of 950 to its pool after the volatility gauge slipped to 990 on Monday. Not since 2007 has a VIX option settled below below 10. The data shows. Yeah. And that is because and that's kind of what I'm saying. If you've been watching it, you know, it just kind of jumps below that 10 level, but then that's a very, very short. Since its 1990 inception, the VIX has closed below 950 only twice. Who's buying a put on that thing if it's, you know, but guess what, man, there's a market. What's that put priced at? That's the real question, right? The newly listed 950 options expire no later than next month, and only a handful of them traded on Wednesday. That kind of speaks to who's trading. You know, well, the CBOE has no plans to list more contracts. It might, depending on market moves. Well, that's, you know, you could say that about almost anything. Bets the volatility will decrease are going out of style in the VIX futures market after short positions reached a peak in January. Large speculators have since pared those by almost half, data compiled by the CFTC shows. Yeah.
Pretty wild. And so check this out. This is going to be interesting to see how this is going to shake out. Yesterday, the SEC approved a 4 times leverage product.
Okay.
Force shares. It's called Force shares. FORCE shares.
Okay.
That's going to be the ETF.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What's it going to be in? Do you know?
It's going to be in the S&P.
Okay.
It's
so
going to be
index based.
It's going to be index based, up or down, 4 times daily. So it's a leverage product 4 times exactly. So we'll see where this thing shakes out.
Because there's just not enough action in this market. We need more action.
Right.
I mean, what is interesting, and that's great, you know, that's not, I don't see, especially when you're talking about something as large as the S&P, where that would make sense, as in, you know, some of the smaller ones have problems, right, when you start doing those leverage, because then the multiples become so large, and we've seen that in some of the golds.
That's right.
That's going on right now. But when you're dealing with the S&P, that's probably why they chose the S&P. It's just such an enormous market where the 4 times leverage vehicle is not going to take over the SPX. Do you see, you know, and that's why they might be able to do it. Right. But still, you know, if you're looking for that type of leverage, you might be able to listen to the options hour at noon and use some options on your own and get, you know, a small risk for a potential reward, because guess what? That's kind of what they're doing in that fund. They're using, you know, leverage products with optionality in them to get that 4 times exposure for you, up and down. Right. That might be, you know.
And what will be intriguing here is to find out what, I suspect that there's not going to be margin on it, because on the 3-time product, you only can margin out 25%.
Okay.
You know, so I can't, you know, I don't know yet. We don't know the specific yet, you know.
Yeah. Interesting, though.
Yeah.
I mean, why not start, why go from 3 till 4? You know, let's make it 10. Like, why 7-minute ads? Let's go 6-minute ads.
Well,
you know,
this is where this goes, which is pretty cool. So this is where, you know, if you don't trade, this is all going towards the futures market, because if we pull up the futures, right, what you're doing in the futures, now that would be you're putting up 5,500 to leverage 120,000, 119,000.
Okay.
So that's almost what, 1 to 18 or something.
Okay,
you know,
sure.
You know,
in theory, though, the S&P ain't going to 0. You know, so you know when you don't need to put up 120,000 on the S&P.
No, you're only putting up 5,500.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Right.
You know, in terms of that's a pretty acceptable level of risk, in my opinion. As in, you know, they'll sell you out of that position before you're 5,500.
Oh, for sure.
But for such a broad-based index, that's an acceptable level of risk for covering any potential losses that you might have. Whereas when you deal with some equities, it's like you really got to put up because it can fall out of bed 50% overnight, as we've seen many times. And sometimes those, even the price of some of the commodities we see have so much volatility. And maybe I'm just being lulled by the fact the S&P has been going up for 8 straight years. But
the symbol is going to be, I know the symbol for the way up is up. I'm not sure whether it was down for down. I read that. So that's going to be the symbol. It's not in there yet. This just happened yesterday. But
it's not up yet, right?
It's not up yet. Right.
We'll see it.
So it's going to be pretty wild watching this baby shake out. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 13. NASDAQ is up 3. S&Ps are up 3. Gold's down 17.50. You get silver off 19 cents. Bonds, notes are down 13 ticks. 30-year bond off a full point and 8 ticks. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. We have the Dow down 21. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are off 2. Let's go to Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
How you doing today?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing great, thanks. Just a quick question on, you had mentioned limit up on cattle.
Yes.
What are you saying?
So what happens in the futures market, folks, if you're watching Tiger TV, I'll bring cattle up right now so you can see how this works. The futures market has limits of how far things can go up or down in a certain amount of time. So when we're looking at the cattle market, if you happen to be, the limit up for today is $1.34.55. And that's exactly, they stopped it right at that point.
Sure. And you can see that it closed last night probably, what, at like 130 or something? So that's where the up limit's like 4 points above that maybe, down limit's 5 below. So just to put, we're way at the top right now, but it usually is a similar somewhere up and down, whatever it is, right?
Right. And then the down limit for today was 125.550. Now they have this, Mike, in every future contract. It doesn't matter what you trade.
On the indices and so forth, but I don't trade cattle. And I was just interested in trying to learn something. Who does that protect, Tom?
That protects everyone. That protects because, so picture what happens, right? If you and I owned a cattle contract this morning, right? We had $1,700 up. Well, cattle, it went up $4,000. No, cattle went up $1,600. So it's a 400 a point. So it's 1,600, and you're putting up 1,700. So you wiped out. Well, you made 1,600. If you sold it, bottom line, you have $100.
Yeah, it's supposed to help with the efficiency of markets too. You know, making sure that. Yeah.
So there's not total. Well,
No.
It can be total blow up. The problem here is. This is where the problem is inside this cattle market right now, folks. Anyone that would be short the market, what would end up happening is that this market hasn't been opened for liquid trading. You can see we've done 25,000 contracts, but when it's limit up, the bottom line is that means that you only can sell. You cannot. There's no buyers here. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens is that, you know, if you were short and there's limit up that many days, it's like, oh my God.
Right, no, trading stops.
So
for sure.
one of the things also, Tom, wouldn't it be when it goes back to normal, there can be a huge gap, couldn't there?
The speculation would be that, when limit up stops, it can go sideways. It's like anything else. It can go sideways for a couple of days. It can go up again. It doesn't have to go from limit up to a big correction. It does not have to happen. They do sometimes if they've gone way too far, but it does not have to happen.
Larry was saying it again. He talked about it a lot. Limit up can lead to limit down sometimes, which would make sense, but that's just volatility kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Well, thank you, gentlemen, so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Appreciate it.
Take care, man.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. So we get a lot of action. They're gonna
every day there's something.
Well,
new,
they're going to do a healthcare vote.
That's
today,
it.
too.
I do because they're talking about the den. Right, I saw it as well.
So that's going to be, it's probably going to be a non-entity in the marketplace because the first one was an entity. It's like, okay, well, it looks like the news saying, okay, they're going to get it through, and now it goes to the Senate.
And what happens is, well, it's supposed to be really, really close no matter what. This isn't a normal, where they have the whip votes. It's kind of where they're within a couple, I think, and they think that's enough pressure if they can put it on one single member of the House.
Yeah, they got to get the vote happening, right? So the pressure comes down.
Normally, in normal, before this, you don't bring something to the floor until you have the votes. They're trying to push it. Maybe who knows? We don't know. They could pull it last minute like they did before. But either way, I think what the market's kind of recognizing is that no matter what happens in the House, the Senate is not going to pass this bill. I mean, they just won't. I don't speak in certainties. They won't. They're going to try and change it. How much they're going to try and change it. Then it has to go back to the House. So it's not like, is new legislation about to come into our government type.
Right.
And that's why I think you see a difference in terms of what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's look inside the Dow as to what's moving the Dow out here this morning. So the leader out here this morning is Procter & Gamble. That's putting 4 positive points. Walmart's putting 3. Goldman's putting 3. Taken away from it, Caterpillar's down, putting negative 14. Chevron's a negative 10. Disney's negative 6. Look at Disney, man. Disney got hit yesterday. And
okay. What's going on with ESPN?
Look at that.
Did you see? We didn't talk about it a lot, but did you see all those layoffs? I know you're not a huge ESPN freak, but I'm not either. But I watch a lot more than you do, and there were about 100 layoffs, and it wasn't just menial layoffs in terms of they were names that you recognize.
Yeah.
Some of them especially. And it's interesting to see what's going on there because you look at, let's just say they had 100 people, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that all of those people are making 50 grand because most of them are analysts. They're coming on. It's not maybe a full-time job. I don't know. I really don't. But let's just put a number where it's like, even let's just put, 100 grand.
Yeah.
They're all making 100 grand. That's only $10 million in annual salaries that you're kicking off the books, which is just such a menial number,
Right. But it's going backwards, right?
Well, it's just, they have such bigger problems than shaving $10 million off their books on an annual basis. As to that speaks to maybe a core of program. I don't know, but I'm sure it's about cost savings, but they can't turn around ESPN through cost savings, right? In terms of what's happening there. They need to make sure that they're bringing in that revenue. And maybe that's part of what, pulled back Disney for some of that. In the last week, 10 days, they were pulling back for sure. Interesting.
And if we go into the NDX 100, Viacom. Viacom is the leader on the way down today. Let's see what's going on here. This is down 5.6%.
Barely the leader over Tesla too, which is interesting.
So this got whacked both days too. This is
that's Disney's probably coming off Viacom numbers, right? That are speaking to industry wide.
It was 42. It opened at 42 yesterday.
It's a long way from where we are today.
It is.
So that's just this. Here you go. Viacom falls 3%. Sees softness in subscribers. That's Disney, man. In, if Viacom's losing subscribers, guess what? Less people are watching ESPN. Exactly. How those business models are going to change is going to be interesting to see in the next 2, 3, 5 years because the world could change dramatically in terms of how television, entertainment. We're already seeing kind of whether it's Twitter was broadcasting NFL games, right? Now you can watch some of those games online. When's the first time that either Netflix or Amazon decides to try and pay billions of dollars for sports rights?
Someone just paid $23 million for one game in Europe. So
a soccer game?
No, it's the football game.
Oh, one of the NFL games where they go over to London?
Yeah, that guy was kind of working, and I forget which one it is. It's one of them, it's like either Facebook or Twitter, or it's someone just paid for one game.
$23 million, though, is nothing for those companies in terms of, it really is.
Yeah.
That's what it's remarkable when you start talking like that, where it really is nothing. Because sports, and we all know it, you can't DVR sports.
Right.
That's a live event, which is one of the only things nowadays that, we have a great deal where we have live events. Our programming is not great. 2 days later, everything has changed. Same thing with sports.
Yeah.
Why nobody watches the archive of a game 2 days ago? Some diehard fans do, but when you're talking about markets in general, so that's why sports are just so intensely, you really bring viewers in. You get those live advertisements. You force people to watch.
Right.
And man, ESPN's losing their stronghold.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and myself will come right back. Don't forget, folks, you want to come to a great workshop this Sunday night. Sunday night and next Saturday.
When's the last time you did a weekend workshop, man? Gotta love it. Totally.
Tommy and I coming right back, folks. Dow right now down 24. NASDAQ up 1. S&P's up 2. We're going to right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts, and keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 27. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are off 1. And this coming Sunday night, folks, bottom line, if you want to come to a great workshop.
It's going to be action-packed,
it's gonna
man.
Be
no matter what you bring to the table, it's going to be action-packed for sure. Those charts, you can just pull up charts and drink some coffee and tell everyone to watch the charts, man. They'd have a good time. I know, sorry, I'm exaggerated, but I'm excited to watch the charts and be in there for sure.
So I'm going to do a workshop, folks, from 5:45 Eastern Standard Time to 7 o'clock. And, of course, what this is all about is the election in France as to where the futures open at 6 o'clock. So we'll get an idea of where the S&Ps are trading, where the currencies are trading.
Definitely.
What we're going to be looking for, not only Sunday night, but coming into the week. Then I'm going to do an additional webinar Saturday morning, next Saturday morning, 9 to 10. So we're going to kind of wrap that together. You can test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights. It's for my subscribers. You also, if you're a new subscriber, you'll also get a copy of my book, and it comes with the money-back guarantee. So
can't beat it, man. Good package. Nicely put together, and I'm sure your current subscribers are already excited for Sunday night. What else are we going to be doing Sunday night, man? Why wouldn't we, right?
Yeah, well, I'd be doing it anyway.
That's what I'm saying. What else are we going to be doing Sunday night?
That's the other side of it.
And it's perfect. You have a great weekend, right? Everybody kind of gets back into a little bit of a work mode Sunday night. Right. All right, back to the grind.
I gauge myself. I start,
Pace yourself? Is that it?
Gauge myself.
Okay. Gauge what? Gauge how much energy you're going to have?
Yeah, I start thinking about the futures.
Oh, I bet you do.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, as if that ever stops Saturday, but go ahead.
It does. No, it definitely does. It definitely stops Saturday. Because Friday night, when I do I definitely stop.
Okay. Next time you talk to me about the market on Saturday,
well, I can talk to you about the market.
Well, we talk about it. That's
breathe. I'm not doing mental calisthenics as to what I think the S&P is doing up or down.
Okay, that's good. Everyone needs a reprieve.
That's what the difference is.
You know what I'm saying.
That's the difference.
It is.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market, because we got a flat market out here. You get Chesapeake Energy's down 46 cents. You get Bank of America up 6. Fitbit is up 75. They caught a bid. Facebook is down $1.25, which is nothing. Viacom's down 2. General Mills is up $2. They must be selling a bunch of wheat. Let's go look at General Mills. So General Mills up 58 cents. That's quite a pump. What are they selling? They're selling something. Oh, deal speculation. Okay. General Mills pairs gains after CNBC debunks deal speculation.
So yeah, it was report that 3G Capital is interested in General Mills. Not true.
Yeah. That's pretty wild. And so 3G is that's the vehicle that has been doing business with Warren Buffett.
Okay.
And they're behind Kraft,
Jeez,
Heinz.
we have a lot going
behind
on here, though. I'm just looking. They announced a new CEO, General Mills.
Okay.
So there's a lot going on. Yeah, they announced a new CEO. Maybe that was yesterday as part, so maybe that's part of it with the deal. Looks like the market is okay with that new CEO, at least for right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's a sign of strength, that's for sure.
It was a stronger sign of strength when it was at 60 over 58, but
yeah,
no.
Literally, it just pulled back.
Yeah.
You know. You stay right there, folks. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next, of course, and then we got to go to Thinkorswim headquarters in Chicago. You want to understand options upside down? It's Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, and of course it's Thursday, so we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck.
Commodities, man, rocking.
Oh, that's commodities, man. That dollar. You see, the dollar's giving it up, too. Dollar's down 232. You stay right there, folks. Basil's coming right back up. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.